You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie 'em to the ground. You can't stop me now.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another travel vlog here on the Pat the Nomad channel. Today you join me in a city called Ipoh in Malaysia, just a bit south of Georgetown, Penang, where we were before. Now this morning, and the first thing we're going to do today, we always say it, let's go for a walk. And this place is brilliant because it has its own heritage walk. Behind camera over here is one of the most magnificent, beautiful train stations I've ever seen, and it is quite simply number one on the heritage trail. Not that we're following it directly by numbers, but we're going to do as much as we can today, learn as much as we possibly are able to about the heritage and history of the town of Ipoh, and then we will head off and do a little bit more tomorrow. So for now, I'm going to get my little legs moving through this beautifully kept railway garden out front, and I shall see you on the other side. We're in for one more, boss. Join us now on what is an extremely long street, full on either side with the most beautiful street art and murals. A great way to finish the morning. That's some big bottles of wine. Welcome then to the very top of Kellie's castle, our first stop today on our exploring journey. Down here you've got what was called Kellie's house. This is where the family lived, and we are currently stood on top of the castle that was built back in the early 19th century, I believe, by a Scotsman called William Kellie Smith. The castle itself, which you now see behind me, was never actually finished. And the building I'm walking into right now, Kellie's house, is actually where the family lived for the majority of the time that this was their property. You can see it's still got the remnants of the rooms, etc., the foundations on the floor. They were still a wealthy family. The castle, the idea of the castle was to push them up in sort of the hierarchy of the social culture and host some of the rich and famous bureaucrats that were also here in this area during that time. And that leaves us now with 2 half-built buildings on a large area of land, but either way, completely beautiful and stunning. Not too dissimilar to some of the things you can find back home. Definitely very much worth a visit. Well, that is a brilliant way to finish a day of exploring. Tong temple inside of a cave, just utterly stunning. You'll have to excuse the squinting. I've left my sunglasses at home because I assumed we were going for a hike inside of a mossy forest. However, as part of our day tour here in the Cameron Highlands, we are visiting a tea plantation because it's one of the things that they're pretty famous for. Look at the tea just there. Wow. We're gonna go spend a fun morning going around the tea plantation, drinking some of it, and then we're gonna head to the Mossy Forest for a hike. I've been crowned the king of the Mossy Forest. Made a crown out of a fern. Interestingly, the Malay people will turn this into a curry, but for today, it is my crowning beauty. This mossy forest, which I'm currently walking through via a boardwalk platform, is estimated to be around 200 million years old. It's called Mossy Forest. It's a bit of a touristic name because of the abundance of moss, but in local tongue it's known as the cloud forest. Now that's because it has a sunken ridge between peaks, and these ridges will trap the clouds. So usually, despite it being a very clear day today, I would be surrounded by a beautiful amount of fog and mist. It would make this even more magical. Apparently, if you take this path up to the next mountain, drop down the back, you could hike back to Ipoh. It would take you 3 days, but it's doable. I guess for now, we'll stay here in this beautiful mossy forest. And we're back in a jungle. We have had some lunch, another coffee, so I'm feeling energized, as you can probably see. And we are back in the jungle, which is part of the reason why I'm so excited, because this is my happy place. This afternoon we've decided to do Trail 10 and Trail 6. It's going to take us up to the top of a mountain and then back down towards a tea plantation. Yes, another one. Cameron Highlands is famous for its tea. And from there it's a 40-minute walk back to the hostel, or you can hitchhike, which I think is what we're going to try. That'll be more fun. So we've finished in the jungle and got back to the main road, and apparently now it's pretty common to hitchhike. We've managed to get one car to stop, but there is 6 of us, so we'll just see what happens here. Another day, another hike here in the Cameron Highlands. Gonna be a wonderful one. We're heading first to the Robinson's waterfall on trail 9/9A. Following that, we're gonna take trail 8 up to the top of that mountain just up there. The sun is out once again. What better conditions could you ask for? Let's get going. This is our guide dog. Followed us to the falls. Let's see if she follows us up the mountain. If she does, that'll be ultra cute. This is our guide dog. She adopted us from town and is genuinely taking us to the top of the mountain. Somehow we are still climbing. It's getting cooler though as we get higher. That's a bonus. Guide dog. She's done a good job. That's the mountain top. Okay, we're gonna head back down the mountain now. It's been a beautiful hike, and it's gonna be a beautiful couple more kilometers back down towards the town. I'll let you see anything extra beautiful or extra out of the ordinary that you need to see. Otherwise, I'll see you back down there. Welcome back then to the final day in the Cameron Highlands and our final day in the jungles here. We are allegedly on a trail that should have a permit, but we're not sure. We've had lots of mixed information. Now we're climbing, and then hopefully we'll have a couple of little treats and surprises this afternoon to round off the Ipoh Cameron Highlands video and trip. Folks, events. Wow. Yeah! So after a wonderful day's hike, getting a little bit damp and wet in the mist, the fog, and then torrential downpour, a little bit more hitchhiking, which is always fun. What better way to end the day as the sun comes back out than with the trip to something called the Sheep Sanctuary. Yeah, this is going to be really cute. I'm just going to turn the camera around right now and show you a little bit of what we're seeing, and then that, ladies and gents, will be the end of the video. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and not to ram it down your throats too much, but leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.